This is going to be a little day in the life of living with 200 plants. I start off every day by turning on my grow lights. I choose to turn on all colors, but I have options. Then I check out who's thirsty. This plant needs water, this plant needs water. I either pick them up or put my finger in the dirt to get a feel for how dry they are. I turn my heater on because I live somewhere where it gets quite cold during the winters and I need to get some extra heat for the plants. I check on my frog, see if he needs any food. He's got a nice cage right now. I also check on my other frog and see if he needs a bite to eat. And my annoy gets to come out and roam around on my plants for the day.
Do you like purple plants? Because here are 2 purple plants I highly recommend. 1, Oxalis triangularis. I really like how it has 2 shades of purple on the leaves right here. 2, Calathea warzowexi. Believe it or not, the leaves of these plants turn purple when the light hits the undersides. Plus, they feel soft like velvet, which is an added bonus.
Hi there. Is there a project you're working on?
I know more than you.
All right.
Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Heaven, I'm in
Add a little bit of spice.
She rings like a bell through the night, and wouldn't you love to love her?
Okay, girls, move out of the way.
What was that?
Nothing.
What is it?
Nothing. It's a plant that I rescued
From where?
from the plant shelter.
You can't keep calling the garden center a plant shelter.
You say tomato, and I say mind your fucking business.
Honestly.
Cause to lose all my foliage, that is just so typically me.
My worst fear came true. My pot hose Joy had brown spots on new growth. Upon inspection, I found spider mites. So I put these soldiers to work. They got freaky. Typical soldiers. They went right for the plant with the most damage. And they look so cute.
Does she even know what plant that is? Maybe this is her first plant. She did pick a nice one though. Maybe I'll go give her advice. Hi. I like your Prince of Orange. I like your pot.
And if the beat live, you know Lil Ju made it. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shit. Post me a pic, finna make me a profit. When the liquor hit, then the bitch get toxic.
Why the fuck you in the club when niggas wild?
I've been lit since brunch, that shit. Order 42 for the table, let's pop shit. Missionaire or a dyke.
Just in case you're wondering why I did opt to go with carpet material versus sphagnum moss.
That's my tropical plant adventure, talking about how you can use alternative materials to make moss poles. I went shopping all over town looking for sphagnum moss because I was going to make moss poles, like this one, but I couldn't find any, which scares me because it's literally a natural resource. You can't just manufacture more moss. Time to get creative. Here are some old towels I got at Goodwill, and sheeted cocoa fiber. I'm gonna start by measuring the PVC so I know how big of a piece of the cocoa fiber to cut. Then I'll measure out 1-inch segments and cut to about 1 inch away from the top. They'll help keep things together. And then I'm gonna measure those same 1-inch segments along the towel. I'm just using the points as guides to measure out even strips. Once you've made a ton of little strips, you're gonna set them aside, and it's time to do a simple basket weave. or like lattice on the top of a cherry pie. It's important to keep things really tight, and when you're done, flip it over so that you can keep the design you made on the outside. To connect the quilt to the PVC, you're just going to fold that top inch into the center of the pipe. I finished the seam by tying the towels together, and now I'm tucking them in with the end of a paintbrush. Create a really finished look. My non-moss moss bowl. Yeah, we need a bigger pot.
Guys, I just got a new house plant, and look.
Castaways, we are castaways. Castaways, ahoy there, ahoy. We are castaways. We're stuck where we are. No house, no car. Castaways.
I would never stop buying plants. I live off instant ramen. I spend all of my money on stupid things. Because plants. I bought another humidifier. Because plants. I have random jars of propagation. Because plants. I rearrange all of my furniture. Who needs window curtains when you have plants?
It's like a reward.
Okay, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house, bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house, bored. I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house, bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house, bored. Bored in the house, bored in the house, bored. Bored in the house, bored in the house, bored. Bored in the house, bored in the house, bored.
Okay, Natalie, say it with me. We don't need it. We don't need it.
I want to get it.
But I cannot hide in hills of California, because these hills have eyes and I got paranoia. I hurt myself sometimes. Is that too scary for you? Watch me.
Here's how I water my giant Kokedama. The pulleys make it easy to lower into a tray. Then I give it a big drink, letting the water collect in the bottom. The most important step is to hang out with it for a while. I let it finish dripping before I raise it all the way back up. They all look so happy.
Concrete, what is this? What are you doing? You can't do, what is happening here? I tried to grow sunflowers in soil and it with water and proper lighting. And you're growing in the concrete.
For anyone wondering, no, I haven't gotten my life together, but I have gotten a lot of plants. Like that one. And that one. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh wow. It's a plant. And more plants.
Hey plant peeps, did you know that some plants don't get pollinated by bees? Like this motherfucker right here. Oh my god.
It's beautiful though. The color is amazing.
Bullshit, it smells like death. So this thing is a voodoo lily. Don't touch it. I wish I just couldn't smell it. It's got a nice little horsefly camped out here, and because there's no bees to pollinate in some places of the world, flowers smell like rotting meat. So the plant grows from a bulb, and it's actually pretty rare to see the bloom. I could legit shit my pants right now and it would smell better than that thing. I'm gonna stick with succulents. Thanks.
When you're spending every day on your own, and here it goes. I'm just a kid and life is enough.
Oh my gosh, I have been waiting for someone to ask me for a plant tour. Okay, let's go over some of my favorites. I have a bunch, so I'll be going through the best ones. This is my gorgeous P. atabapoense, which is an amazing plant if you want that spirit of sanctity look but don't want to pay that money. Another gorgeous philodendron is the 69686, which I love for its unique leaf shape, and it reminds me a lot of a PUPI. As for my monsteras, I have this Monstera variegata aurea, which is that beautiful monstera with the golden variegation. Here are my two billietides. I have the traditional billy and the variegated billy. Here's the lovely Philodendron patriciae and the criminally underrated Philodendron gloriosum. Here's this lovely variegated Philodendron soderoy and this absolute stunner of a Philodendron mame. I love it so much. This is my absolute favorite monstera, formerly known as the Epipremnoides, now known as the Skeleto, and the gorgeous P. Leiano Miano. And of course my crown jewel, my Philodendron spiritus sancti.